What if the maps you know are missing entire networks of rivers? Imagine vast, ancient empires, not built along modern waterways, but thriving on phantom currents that have vanished from our sight. This video unearths the incredible story of forgotten rivers and the nomadic civilizations that navigated them, revealing a hidden history of human ingenuity and environmental transformation. Ancient nomadic empires didn't wander aimlessly across barren steppes. They followed water, rivers that once flowed abundantly through regions now desert. The Terra River system in Central Asia was 10 times larger than today, sustaining the Tocharian civilization and Silk Road oases, now surrounded by desert. North Africa's ancient rivers, revealed through satellite ground-penetrating radar, created green corridors through the Sahara where nomadic tribes moved seasonally. The Arabian Peninsula's fossil river systems, now buried beneath sand, supported civilizations we're only beginning to discover. These weren't minor streams, they were major waterways comparable to modern rivers, and entire empires organized their movements, trade, and settlements around them. When the rivers vanished, so did the civilizations. The disappearance resulted from profound environmental shifts. Climate change during the Holocene transformed verdant regions into deserts. Monsoon patterns shifted, rainfall declined, rivers shrank or vanished entirely. Tectonic activity redirected watercourses. Earthquakes and gradual uplift changed drainage patterns, sending rivers into new channels or underground. Human activity accelerated decline. Deforestation for agriculture reduced watershed capacity, irrigation depleted aquifers, overgrazing removed vegetation that retained moisture. Over centuries, the cumulative effect was catastrophic. Life-giving rivers became seasonal streams, then dry wadis, finally disappearing completely. The transformation happened slowly enough that each generation adapted, but fast enough that within a few centuries, landscapes were unrecognizable. The Xiongnu Empire controlled Mongolia and Central Asia for 300 years, their power built on mastery of now-vanished river systems. Archaeological evidence in ancient Chinese texts described their sophisticated water management. Seasonal camps positioned along rivers that provided reliable water for vast herds. When climate shifts reduced river flow around 200 CE, the Xiongnu couldn't sustain their population or military strength. They didn't collapse from external conquest alone. Their environmental foundation literally dried up. The Scythians dominated the Eurasian steppes similarly, their famous gold-rich kurgans positioned along ancient watercourses. Satellite imagery reveals paleochannels, fossil riverbeds connecting their major settlements. These weren't randomly placed, they were nodes in a hydrological network that made their nomadic empire possible. Modern technology reveals what was hidden. Satellite radar penetrates sand, exposing ancient riverbeds invisible at ground level. Paleoclimatic records from ice cores and sediment layers reconstruct past rainfall. Isotope analysis of archaeological remains identifies water sources. The patterns emerging show that current deserts were recently, geologically speaking, well-watered landscapes. Some ancient rivers still flow underground. Groundwater reserves in the Sahara and Arabian deserts are fossil water from these vanished river systems, being rapidly depleted by modern extraction. Understanding these ancient roots informs current water management. Regions experiencing water stress today often sit atop ancient aquifers, remnants of rivers that sustained civilizations for millennia. The lessons are urgent. Ancient nomadic peoples were incredibly adaptive, following water across vast distances, developing portable technologies, maintaining knowledge of seasonal water sources across generations. But even their resilience had limits. When the rivers vanished completely, empires fell. We face similar challenges: climate change altering precipitation patterns, overexploitation depleting aquifers, rivers vanishing just as they did in antiquity. The difference is scale and speed. Changes that took centuries then are happening in decades now. Those ancient phantom rivers are warnings written in dried riverbeds. Water isn't permanent, landscapes transform, and civilizations built on hydrological foundations must adapt or face the same fate as the nomadic empires whose rivers vanished into the unseen currents of geological time. The question isn't whether our water routes will change, but whether we'll adapt better than those who came before.